Activation energy.
Hi, it's time for another edition of the Practice Revolution. Today I'm going to take a quick departure from our Practice Revolution book, and I would like to go into a book that I've been reading lately. It's called The Happiness Advantage by Shawn Achor. He's a psychologist, he's an author, and he is a public speaker, and he's got some good tips for us today that'll get us going through what I call the 2-minute barrier. We all want to establish good habits. We know that we're supposed to exercise and eat right, serve others, practice our music or dance choreography or sports skills. So the question is, why don't we do it when we know it's going to be good for us? The answer is what I call this 2-minute barrier. It takes time to get your instrument out of the case or to choose your clothes, your athletic clothes for exercise or working out. It takes a little while to get ready to volunteer and serve others. Psychologists call this activation energy. And this energy that it takes to do the good habits is really the 2-minute barrier that keeps us from doing what we know we should be working on. Let's face it, it's much easier to follow the path of least resistance. It's much easier to just do nothing. It's much easier to quit or not participate in those good activities that we know would enrich our lives and make us fuller people. However, those passive activities that often replace them, like watching TV or playing video games or stuff like that, those are called passive leisure activities. But it's been proven that active leisure, such as helping others or participating in a hobby or a sport or those other things, the active leisure activities actually make us feel more fulfilled, they make us feel more accomplished, and they generally make us happier. So what we want to do is we want to put those active leisure activities, the good habits that we want to form, on the path of least resistance. We want to lower the activation energy that it takes for us to participate in those activities. So what you can do is you can put your exercise clothes out the night before. That way you don't have to choose them and you can get started a lot easier. Then you'll actually do it. Let's have a look at Mr. K's practice studio right here. You'll notice that his instrument is ready to go. His music stand is already out. His music is handy and his chair is already set up. In fact, if you have a second instrument, leave it set up as long as like your cat won't knock it over or something like that. And if you don't have a second instrument, the way that you can put your practice on the path of least resistance is to carry it from band to your ending classes of the day. That way you don't have to come back to the band room to get your instrument. You're going to lower that activation energy that it takes to get started on your practice, and you're more likely to do it that night. So that's how we're going to break through the 2-minute barrier that keeps us from practicing in the other good habits that we want to form. We want to lower the activation energy, set things up in advance, and leave them set up as much as you can so that we can participate in all of our good activities, serve others, and make ourselves the well-rounded people that we want to be. Until next time, don't forget, don't just practice hard, practice smart. I'll see you next time.